I'm Goda. I'm based in Rotterdam in the Netherlands, but my project talks about Vilnius, Lithuania. And my project is called Recycling Utopia, exploring impossible futures of socialism as housing, which I find very interesting to talk about my project after previous presentation because it relates in many aspects, I think. So for me, my starting point was this question: what are the ideals hidden in these prefabricated blocks? And during my research, I was looking into different sources to understand what were actually those ideas, those utopian ideas, to become like this in reality. There is a quote from Lithuanian historian Marija Drėmaitė. She says, "From a political viewpoint, the most important promise made by the Communist Party was its pledge to provide every Soviet family with its own apartment," which is a strong statement and nowadays probably sounds pretty utopian. I was digging deeper into the context and I found this number 9 square meters as Soviet goal of living space per person, so we can also try to imagine what is this number in comparison to nowadays standards. Also, I was collecting stories from the residents who inhabited those spaces, those 9 square meters. And I found very different viewpoints, from nostalgia, from anger, to young people dreaming about some future completely different from what is now there. And this is a current situation, and I think it's not only in Lithuania, I believe it's in many former East Bloc countries. After 2004, when Lithuania entered the European Union, official renovation started. And actually after 1990s, when Lithuania became again an independent country, these are the relics, what we have now, and what do we do with that? It's not really clear. And the more I was reading and researching, I was understanding that there is no clear vision what will happen with these blocks, and still people are living there. So then this kind of conclusion made me think back to 20th century and start looking at other examples and try to recycle the methods other people were imagining, and they're creating this narratives in the same time where the buildings were built, as Dutch artist Constant and his project New Babylon, or Swiss writer Hans Widmer, very much beloved by anarchists, and his micro-utopia Bolo Bolo. So this is a short introduction, which I want to finish with a quote from Lucas Feireis. He says, "To create good fiction, one needs a special relation with truth, reality, and the everyday." And now I invite you to watch a video which tells the whole story, the narrative, what could happen in Lithuania after X years. Or maybe it couldn't, who knows.
Prologue. The entire district of prefab concrete blocks were assembled in order to serve the socialist ideals of every single family provided with an apartment, living in a forced equality and austerity, dreaming about personal luxury. The system of communism did not succeed. Frustration, violence, oppression appeared. Later, the system was replaced by capitalism. At the beginning, accepted as a progressive step. Later, it was followed by disappointment with social structures and consumerist values. If the people's government couldn't ensure equality among society, could machines? Chapter 1. Lithuania after X years. Massive government investments into biotechnologies, bioenergy, and automated agriculture begin. While greenhouses and algae farms spread along the main axis, other territories are left for wild nature to take over. Natural and artificial automated landscapes interconnect. Chapter 2. The system. Massive investments into biotechnologies lead society to the new system, FALC, fully automated luxury communism. Automation, which subordinates to human needs, a basic income provided to everyone, maintenance of automated systems which enable to live a good life with a 10-hour working week. The new system raises new questions. What is luxury and good life for you? What would you do if you had time? Is time the ultimate luxury, or should it be guaranteed as a basic income for everyone? Chapter 3. The city. An automation takes over the fields. Society collectively controls its own high-tech gadgets in a decentralized fashion. Decentralization of the government follows. 14 ministries previously located in the capital, Vilnius, now spread across the country. A city as a ministry, for example. Vilnius, Ministry of Environment and Urban Speculations. Kaunas, Ministry of Transport, Communications and Ultimate Distribution. City Unknown, Ministry of Nothing. If there are ministries of everything, surely there should be one ministry of nothing. To cross the whole country, from the Baltic Sea to Vilnius, now lasts approximately 30 minutes. The newly built Hyperloop, which uses algae bioenergy, connects the ministry cities as fast as previously buses used to connect different districts. The main axes connect the megacity of Lithuania. The continuous movement create new types of social rituals and engagement among society. Chapter 4. Vilnius, Ministry of Environment and Urban Speculations. In the new system, there is a need for new urban forms of living and sharing. The socialist prefab districts suddenly appear as the most pure and adaptable structures to experiment. The Ministry of Vilnius stimulates inhabitants to treat these districts as a playground of ideas and theories. Chapter 5. Ballistic Healing. Inhabitants start reconstructing their neighbourhoods by using coded words in a similar manner to how the Swiss anarchist Hans Widmer described in his mysterious book, Bolo Bolo. Ibu, single inhabitant. Bolo, micro-utopia, self-organised unit. Nima, cultural identity, common interests of a single Bolo. Germune, the first socialist mass housing district in Lithuania after X years, turns into the first district of Bolos. DIY dreamers. Everyone is a handyman in this Bolo. Luxury for them is free space to experiment. They build extra structures, connect flats and houses. Collecting points work as open sources of materials and objects, which can later be exchanged and reused. Residents here can express their three-dimensional ideas by building new strange spatial objects. Empty space is full of potential. It is not for objects or machines. It is for people. The ground floor is always fully shared and used as a wood, metal workshop, 3D print lab, or as storage for tools. The blocks, little by little, turn into huge house machines. Urban monks. Outsiders find here a place to hide. These ibis just want to escape, enjoy snail speed, and do nothing. They do not put effort to fix a broken roof or control the trees and moss taking over the buildings. Silence or raindrops are the most pleasant sounds. These ibis develop their own urban rituals. No one is the owner, no one is the tenant. No one is counting who came and who left. Biofreaks. Luxury they find as the ability to be nostalgic about old farming techniques, local vegetables, bees, and apple gardens. These urban shepherds rediscover the primitive, tactile, slow pleasures of life. This bolo is always under construction. Some prefab houses are being disassembled and turned into single-family houses. Others remain the same. Green areas, allotment gardens spread in between.
No one knows why, but inspired by the mysterious 20s movement Kilo Keft, these contemporary farmers develop their own costumes and other rules linked to the community.
Pleasure futurists. Luxury they see as an ability to enjoy and not be blamed for it. This bolo, in an urban experiment to observe how people can live in complete luxury adapted from the capitalists, and meanwhile maintain the automated systems. The greenhouses here connect work and leisure. Corbusier's Villa Savoy is affordable for everyone. Private villa blocks surround the shared pleasure pools. Artificial landscape embrace this bolo. The dreams about sun shining 24/7 become a reality. Various relationships, singles, couples, thruples, digital relationships, human-robot romances appear. Here, different types of future love are accepted. Epilogue. There could be hundreds of different bolos. These four just happen to live next to each other. A city, a beautiful ugly city, a playground of thoughts, concepts, an outcome of the system as well as an outcome of resistance. The next system replaces or recycles the previous one. None of them are perfect, but every one of them promises something new. To be continued.